Hello.
Hello.
Well, I wanted to ask you. So, what's one of your favorite things about the bars, like having it in your life and what it gives to you?
One of my favorite things about the bars is that if I'm feeling like I can't do something, or if something's impossible, or I feel just like kind of stuck and weird, and you know those days where you're just like, you kind of don't want to get out of bed, and like everything you try to do, like you can't seem, you're just doesn't seem like you're on.
Hmm.
Those days I get my bars run, and an hour later it's like I've got space again, I've got peace again, I've got possibilities again, and I can actually move forward and create the stuff I'd like to create.
Oh, cool. So, is that mostly what you use the bars for, or what what do you use them for?
I use them to get a sense of peace and space in my life when during those times when I don't have peace and space, because that's actually something that's possible all the time that nobody tells you is actually so.
So, it's actually not required that you have like a certain amount of like terribleness in your life, and then that balances out a certain amount of like awesomeness, and then there's like the mediocre. So that's not actually required.
No, it's not actually required. You don't have to have terrible things going on. But you know, people have all sorts of things going on with their body, with sleep, um, with money, with business, with relationship, which is a really great thing about the bars, especially if you do it with someone you're like creating a relationship with, like Georgia and I. Whenever we're like frustrated with each other or anything, I mean,
Just
we don't
frustrated in
get
general in life.
frustrated with each other. Yeah, frustrated in general in life. We just run each other's bars.
Yeah, it's also a very sweet thing to do. Like put on your favorite TV show and just kind of cuddle up in bed and run them. It's really kind of a strange modality in that you can do it in many different places. So it's like you can set it up and have clients come on a massage table, very professional, and run bars and charge for it. You can trade with friends and have like a movie night, or like we oftentimes, like I'd say like 80% of the time I get my bars run, it's like before bed, and it's like, hey Brett,
Mm-hmm.
can you run my bars a few minutes? And we put on like a little show and then kind of fall asleep while we're running them, and then wake up feeling like with much more space. And yeah.
Personally, I don't know how I could possibly live my life without having my bars run regularly.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I used to meditate 3 hours a day, hoping for that level of space and getting like a small fraction of that. But I somewhere apparently had a very strong commitment to having more of a sense of me in this world. Because sometimes, like, I don't know if you ever sometimes have this sense of like you and you know what's going on for you, and then you go out into the world, like maybe go and do errands or shopping, or you go and pick something up or interact with someone, and then it's like, where did I go?
Yeah.
That that's something that the bars can really, really help with. So I used to
Totally.
use the meditation for that, which I would say it like worked the best that it could at the time. But to me, having my eyes closed 3 hours a day, it's kind of like missing out on some of what life can be, and being able to trade and having it be fun and enjoyable at the same time is
Yeah, I know a lot of
awesome.
people who have used the bars to get through difficult situations in life, like
Yeah.
court cases
Hmm.
and
Grieving
um,
family members passing,
right.
um,
What else is there? I mean,
disease in the
illness,
body.
disease in the
Yeah.
body. Yeah, just all kinds of stuff like that. And even if the situation doesn't change, which it usually does, they have more of a sense of peace and space about it. They don't feel powerless in in the situation they're in. It actually helps you to see and claim the power that you are and you have and you be, and that you always have a choice.
Yeah. So if you're ever feeling powerless, get your bars run. And after doing this 1 day class or whatever, if you've ever done a class, or I mean, it's like you'll know if a class is right for you. But after a 1 day class, you are actually certified to be a practitioner of Access bars. So you can run them on yourself, you can run them on other people, you can actually get paid to run them
Yeah, you can charge
and
money
trade.
to get run people's bars, and when you run people's bars, you actually receive a session as well.
Little known fact.
Yes, so when you gift, you also receive, and this has also recently been scientifically proven.
Yeah, that's true. Well, thanks for exploring the bars with me. I know everybody has such a different like take on what it gifts to them, but there's also kind of this common thread of peace and space, and and life just changing sort of inexplicably, but knowing that it has something to do with the bars.
Yeah, and life just changes so much from having my bars run so often that it's hard to say what's exactly changed, but things are just different all the time.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
All right, bye.
Bye.